Hello everyone, my name is Bardock, and today we're going to be discussing the most technical weapon in the game. Charge Blade has two forms, the wannabe sword and shield, and the axe. And to get from one form to another, all you have to do is...
We're gonna combine!
We're gonna combine?
They're gonna combine! They're gonna combine!
We're gonna combine!
While in axe form, your hits become a lot stronger at the cost of a lot of mobility. You also can no longer guard while you're in axe form. But really, you don't spend a lot of time in axe form. The majority of your time is going to be spent in sword form with brief changes to axe form. While in sword form, here's what you're going to be doing. Once you have a nice charge combo, you want to store the shield. This can be done by blocking. You know, don't overcharge combos, because then you'll hit some weak. Basically, all you have to do is charge those files, the little bottles next to your sharpness, store them in your shield, then subsequently in your sword, recharge your files, and blam, you're ready to unleash
Tons of damage.
For Charge Blade, there's two different kinds of files. You have elemental files and impact files. The most common one is elemental files. These do damage based on the monster's elemental weaknesses and resistance. Their power can be increased by slotting in the appropriate elemental decos, or, using equipment that boosts that sort of attack. Impact files, on the other hand, ignore all monster armor and are boosted only by the artillery skill. Since the skill only goes to level 3, their damage is capped. However, they can deal KO damage to the monster if you use your SAED on the head. Another major difference between the two files is dispersion. And what I mean by dispersion is how wide the files spread out whenever you discharge them. Elemental files tend to spread out in more of a triangular shape, with the top of the triangle being where you impact with the axe. Impact files basically go in a straight line, the direction that you're facing. Because of the dispersion on elemental files, it's typically better to just do the axe form combo by pressing the alt attack button while in axe form. So don't just spam SAED with an elemental file. There are two ways to block with the Charge Blade. Just the standard block when you're in sword and shield mode. You can just press and hold your block button, same as any other weapon that has a shield. You can also do what's called a guard point. Now, to do a guard point, you have to charge your shield, meaning you have to store 5 files or more into it. And from there, it's a little bit different. So whenever you're swapping between sword and shield in axe form, there's a brief moment at the start of the animation where you present your shield. And while you're presenting your shield, it can actually block attacks. And because your shield is charged, it will then do damage based on the type of file it has. So you can actually KO a monster by blocking its attacks continuously if you have an impact file. Or you can deal elemental damage if you are using an elemental file weapon. Like I said, it's at the start of both the animations for switching between sword and shield and axe form, and vice versa. It's a little bit difficult to do. I do it towards the end of Mr. Jagras here. You'll see me standing there blocking for a hot minute, and then he'll come in for an attack. I will block by sticking my sword into my shield, and he will take damage, and I won't take any, because, I've technically blocked his attack still. An added bonus to guard points is also, I believe, it does not affect your sharpness, because blocking with the Charge Blade, similar to the Greatsword, will affect your sharpness, seeing as the shield is used as a bladed weapon in the axe form. Now, the last thing I would like to talk to you about is overcharging your weapon. The weapon can be overcharged, and what that will do is, every attack, no matter how much sharpness you have or what part of the monster you're attacking, will bounce. It also burns through your sharpness really fast, so you want to make sure you don't do that. To fix it, all you have to do is store your energy from the sword into the files. Easy fix. And then you can continue DPSing. That'll just about wrap up this video on the Charge Blade. You got any questions, be sure to leave a comment down below. If you think I'm an idiot, do the same. Otherwise, do all that other YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, share, etc., and I'll see you next time.